Hey y'all, my name is Phoenix, and today we have another unboxing from Puzzlcrate. This is the December 2023 box, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Alright, last crate of this year. Let's see what all we got. Okay. Oh, is this, oh, there's a second one in there. Okay. Where'd that go? There it is. Okay, oh my. Alright, so, let's go ahead and set that behind me. There's a bit of a mess going on right now. Alright, so, let's see what we've got here. So, first things first, we have the Star Barrel. This is a modified version of a 3-layer prism that has been formed into the shape of a barrel. It was originally invented by Alexander Bezrukov with the name Pentabarrel. This version is produced by YJ and has a similar coloration to the Jelly Cubes by QJ. Turning is light and airy, which makes the Star Barrel a joy to turn. The solve is similar to a cuboid, so knowing how to solve one will be key to your success. And then we have the Blade Cube. Here we have one of the largest 3x3 modifications out there. The pieces have been modified and extended out into the shape of a rhombohedron. Due to the extreme piece modifications, each move causes the puzzle to drastically change shape. Adding to the difficulty, the orientation of each centerpiece matters, unlike on a normal 3x3. Do you have what it takes to master the Blade Cube? Note, the tips of the puzzle are pointy. Please be careful when handling this puzzle. Okay, so if you guys watched my last month's Puzzlcrate, you'll know that I got the Shield Cube out of Puzzlcrate, and I actually looked on the Cubicle site about the Blade Cube, and it turns out they do not have one, so I was thinking that I might not be able to get one of these, but now look at where we are. But before I get into this, I'm going to go ahead and open up the Star Barrel. So the Star Barrel is another puzzle. Oh, wait, this one actually has a logo on it? Huh. So the Star Barrel this feels different from my last one. So the Star Barrel is a puzzle that I actually already had before, but this one actually strangely feels different. It has the same sort of feel, but my last one didn't have a logo sticker on it, so I'm not really sure. But of course the turning is going to be nice and simple, just like that. And of course it turns like this. So this is actually a puzzle that I didn't fully learn how to solve until I actually got my 10-gram cube that you guys probably would have seen from my last Cubicle unboxing. After learning that, I decided to put some of that knowledge to the pentahedrons that I got out of my first couple of crates this year, and then to the Star Barrel that I actually got a couple years ago. And so it's definitely an interesting modification. Let's just go ahead and give it a solve. So I'm going to start off with the middle layer. I think... Okay, so we're going to do it just like that, and then there's our middle layer solved. Now we're going to get these triangle pieces. I'm going to start with the yellow side, so we're going to do that. And then we've got another one right here. Oh, come on now. Fine, I'll turn it the other way. It's a little bit catchy, but that's fine. Looks like these two corners are already in place. These edges, it doesn't matter where they're placed because there's not a color right there. Also, I don't think my framing's too good right now. Okay, so we're just going to put in one at a time. And I'm actually going to go ahead and use the same knowledge that I did with my 10-gram cube Extreme. So now that we have only one more corner out of place, let's go ahead and... You can see this one's already in place, so let's actually go ahead and turn it over, and we're just going to place the corners in one at a time instead of having to constantly swap them, because this is actually easier to do than having to do a special algorithm. And then we got one more, I believe. This is the way to do it. I've never tried solving it like this, and there we go. So that is the YJ Star Barrel. A very fun modification. I'm glad I actually was able to solve it without having to fidget around with it, because that is actually the first time I've been able to do this. I really like this puzzle, although it is one that I already have, so I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but I think I might. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yeah, I'll do something with this. But now onto the blade cube. So I actually, real quick, here is the shield cube that I got in last month's crate, and the shield cube is a very old puzzle. You guys have seen me talk about this before, so I'm not going to talk about it for too long. But these two kind of go together, but this one seems to be just fine. And now that I have both of these, I was going to try and get this one to fill a gap in my collection, but now I don't have to because I got it at a Puzzlcrate. So this is basically just a 3x3 modification. So it turns just like a 3x3, but of course, because of the way that it's shaped, you get some really crazy shapes. Like, I've got a puzzle like this from my first year of Puzzlcrate back in 2019. And it was just the curvy rhombohedron. It was a land shape mod, but this is like where the blade cube originated from, and I believe that's where the curvy rhombohedron was from. So before we scramble it up properly, I want to go ahead and give it a checkerboard pattern. Yeah, that doesn't really look like much of a checkerboard. That just looks scrambled completely. So yeah, let's just go ahead and fully scramble it. So I pretty much know exactly how to solve it. This one is going to be a little bit tougher than the shield cube because there are no identical pieces and every center matters, just like the shield cube. But this one actually should be relatively simple to understand, and these corners also do not, these one color corners do not have orientation. So I think that's a sufficient enough scramble. So what we're going to start with, this center right here, let's go ahead and start building around this center right here, this red, blue, and yellow center. So this guy, I'm actually just going to go ahead and do it like this. This is kind of like F2L, not really. But I'm actually just placing that corner in. So now we just need a blue edge, which is right here. And then now we need the red edge. So the red edge is all the way over here. I gotta take out that yellow corner to put it in, but that's okay. So we're gonna put in this edge right here. And then no matter what your first layer is, you're always gonna have one of these large corners go in. So this isn't really a tutorial, it's more just a walkthrough, so this is the one that we need. So let's go ahead and put this one in, just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this edge in while we still need to. And then this is gonna go in just like that. We can actually put in the entire pair. Now our first two layers are done. I believe these two need to flip, it seems. So we got an L case. This is gonna be, yeah, look at that. Okay, so now we can actually just go ahead and do a soon to solve all of our edges. And that actually mostly solved our corners except for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate it like normal. For shape mods like this, I don't really do proper OLL or PLL. It's a little difficult to turn just because of how large the pieces are. It's a little bit loose too. And now I just need to do that one more time. That'll rotate the last corner. And now the blade cube is solved. Almost. Anyway, overall, definitely very happy with what I got out of my crate. I'm glad that I was able to solve the star barrel on screen for you guys. I was never able to do that before. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to back my camera up and I'm going to bring in everything that I got from Puzzlcrate this year, and I say let's have a Puzzlcrate award ceremony? I think so. Alright, and this is everything that I got out of Puzzlcrate this year. All 24 of these puzzles. This was an absolutely outstanding year, and while I did have a couple of these, like these two and this one, I did have a couple of these in my collection already, so I had to give them to other members of my family because I don't necessarily need duplicates. Overall, super happy with everything that I got out of this crate. I think that this was definitely a wonderful year, and it allowed me to make some really cool videos for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give 4 awards for the hardest puzzle, the most beautiful puzzle, my favorite puzzle, and my favorite overall crate this year. So for the hardest puzzle of this year, I would have to go ahead and give it to the 4x4 octahedron. A close second would be the transform pyramids, but this one definitely does require a lot of care. You need to remember the color scheme. Parity, of course, is a big issue. This one is more so like solving 4x4 centers, which isn't too difficult on a shape mod, but on something like this, when centers can be a little difficult to figure out where they go, I think that this one is definitely the hardest. And also, coupled with the fact that its turning is a little bit rough, that honestly adds to the challenge a little bit. For the most beautiful puzzle this year, I don't think I could give it to any other cube but the Wolf Tooth Cube, or as I'm probably going to be calling it from this point forward, the Starbit, because this reminds me so much of the Starbits from Super Mario Galaxy, which honestly, Super Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite games from my childhood. So having a puzzle that kind of reminds me of it a little bit, that just means a lot to me. So absolutely love this thing. I would definitely take it with me if I'm ever deciding to bring some puzzles with me on a trip. For the most fun solve, hands down, you probably should have seen this coming. It is the Bermuda House Cube. This, I would have to say, is definitely one of my favorite puzzles that I've gotten this year. It's a totally new challenge. I definitely did not expect that it would be this way. It's super fun to wrap my head around, and it's definitely very intriguing on how it works, and ultimately it helped me learn a lot about how bandaging mods work. And so maybe that can be a possible step to expand my collection, such as with fused cubes and Siamese cubes. And of course, for the best overall crate this year, again, you probably should have seen this coming, but it is November. November 2023 was easily the best crate that I got this year. Wolf Tooth Cube was really nice, or the Starbit. And then the Shield Cube was a nice old puzzle, definitely to go along with the Blade Cube that I would get a month later. Super happy with all of this, and ultimately, a huge thank you to Puzzlcrate for just sending all these out. Again, this is not a paid promotion, this is not a sponsor video, this is a subscription service. Super happy with this entire thing, and I'm just ecstatic right now. If you want to check out Puzzlcrate, it is a $30 a month subscription. They send you new puzzles every month in the mail, and the total value of whatever they send you is about $30. So sometimes they send you one, or in the case of all 12 months this year, they will send you two. And overall, I think it's really nice if you're just looking to expand your collection. You may get some stuff that you've never done before. You may also get some things that you have had before, like that has happened a couple times with Puzzlcrate, but I'm not mad about that. Overall, super happy with all of this, and this actually kind of concludes my last video for this year. So if you enjoyed this and all of the Puzzlcrate unboxes that I've done this year, please be sure to leave a like. This is a huge series that I've had going for this year. If you want to see more from me in the future, in this coming year for 2024, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss any new upload. That will be it for me for this video and for 2023. I will see you next year. Farewell.